energy does he have?
Well, I think with Coraline, he was completely just consumed by her, how sexy she is. That kind of just is what got him, really. And she's so stunning and kind of impossibly attractive, really, that's why he fell into the situation with her. And the relationship with Beth is much more complex because he's known her since she was a child. So there's, I suppose originally it kind of started out as a rather paternal relationship, but obviously now she's full grown and there's more of a sexual theme running through the relationship now.
Does she sort of reflect more of a purity in his life?
Absolutely, yeah. I think whereas Coraline is, I suppose Coraline's the dark and Beth is the light.
And Jason, is it Jason the character or Jason the actor?
The character is Joseph.
Joseph, is he a mentor of some sort, or is he an adversary
to Mick? Well, he's been around for a while. I mean, how old is he? He's 400 years old, but he's, his body still looks 22. So he's been around. He's the kind of wise vampire.
When we look at the show, what kind of misconceptions are there about vampires that we'll soon realize as we tune in?
Well, in our show, I think the misconception is that small things like garlic will keep you safe from them. That doesn't work in our show. In our show, sunlight, they are able to function out in the daylight, but they need to wear glasses. I mean, it does make them weak, but there are certain things that have changed in this show.
Stake in the heart, does that still work? Silver bullet?
Apparently the stake thing doesn't work now, no. So it's a bit much more frightening because all the rules have changed, so I'm not quite sure what we're dealing with, actually.
If you could put together, 3 warnings for people out there on how to identify a vampire, and you can have fun with it, what would they be?
Oh, I'm rubbish at these sort of questions. 3 words.
No, 3 little rules in instances on how to recognize a vampire. 3 tips.
Okay, let me chop for a second. I have to think about it.
Okay. And again, we're kind of looking to have some fun with this. If the women are super charming ladies, watch out. If they go for your neck before they go for your lips, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or I think that one of the things was they have a certain aura. Heat auras, humans, they have no. Humans have heat. Vampires, right. If there's no body temperature, run.
Yeah.
It will if you feel up to it. If you're comfortable doing it, then.
I'm terrible at this. I'll have a think and then I'll come back to it.
All right.
So it's like when people ask you what's your favourite film. Yeah, okay.
So let's talk a little bit about Mick some more. How does he have superpowers? How does he protect civilians? How does he solve crimes?
He's a private investigator. So he's got a very, very clever brain on his shoulders, but he's also super fit, and you wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of him.
And how does Beth sort of help him out in sort of his mission as well?
Well, it's a collaborative working relationship they have. I mean, he has information from his sources because of what he does for a living, but she also has very close connections with the police. She has a good friend called Lieutenant Carl, who works for the police, so she manages to get quite a lot of undercover information from him. And Mick and Beth keep bumping into each other while they're both trying to investigate this crime. So they keep finding themselves in the same place looking for the same information. So they kind of eventually, I think he's slightly reluctant to kind of deal with her at the beginning because he knows how complicated everything could get, but she pushes him.
She's also a foolish girl, right? Because like most ambitious young women who are trying to get to the next level of their career, she puts herself in danger. And I guess he's always trying to bail her out. Is that what happens where he appears and swoops her away from some danger?
I think she's very courageous, and I mean I certainly wouldn't put myself in the situations that Beth puts herself in. She's courageous, she's fearless as well, and fiercely ambitious. So she's prepared to go right to the edge to get what she needs.
Do you believe in vampires?
No.
Not the full sentence.
No, I don't believe in vampires. I'm probably going to get killed for saying that now, but I really don't think they exist.
Those vampires, would you want to live forever?
No, I think it would be really complicated, and living forever, no, I don't think that appeals. I mean, ask me again when I'm on my deathbed, but I don't think so.
Working with Joel Silver, tell me about that experience. I mean, here's a guy who comes from film and Veronica Mars and all that.
Yeah.
He kind of raises the level of television.
Oh goodness, yeah. I mean, Joel's like Joel Silver, our producer. He's like a caricature of what you would imagine a Hollywood producer to look like and be like. And he's so professional and has such a great creative vision. He also wears great shoes. Great shoes. That's the first thing I noticed. He has these outrageous sneakers. And he's been really great and very, very kind to me. And he's here all the time, which is nice because when you've got the big guy hanging around, you know that he cares and he really is wanting this film, I almost said this show, to succeed.
You said film, though. I was going to ask you about that too. What sort of special effects or cool sort of visual implementations are going on that, again, will raise the genre to another level?
Well, I think, I have predominantly a film background. I've done a tiny bit of television in the UK, but recently, over the last few years, the standards of television are so high, if not, I think, almost higher than some of the standards in movies that we're seeing out there at the moment. And we have an incredible team making this show, and it's really exciting. And I love the pace of it. Film, you spend so much time waiting around, having cups of tea while they light sets, but on this, we go. It doesn't stop, but that's great.
Do you have fun with Alex Bex off camera too as well? You kind of behind the scenes goof offs and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a really good working relationship, and I think, thank God, because if we didn't get on, it could be a real nightmare. Because working in television, I've discovered it's more than just a job; it's a lifestyle. During the working week, that's all you do is work. There isn't time for anything else. If thank goodness we do, we have a great, instantly we had a great sort of friendship, and that makes it all worthwhile.
I'm telling you, the Brits and the Aussies are taking over CBS.
Come on.
Do you guys sort of tease each other on your accents as well? Can you do a good Australian accent?
Yeah, I can actually. It's funny, when we were shooting, we've been doing a lot of night shoots recently, and we were shooting till about 5 a.m. the other day, and I was doing a scene with Alex, and because I was so tired, my brain had kind of shut down, and I started talking with an Australian accent while we were shooting during a take, because it does. I have to be careful. He does throw me off sometimes. So, yeah.
Can you give me a little of that? Or
no, I'm shy.
All right, you want to give us those little "How do you ID vampires" thing? You want to try that, or should we just finish up?
I've got to think of it. I want to come up with something witty to say.
Anything you say will be great. It'll end up on YouTube. They'll love it. Just say, "Oh, Sophia told us. Look out for guys who blank."
I don't know.
Don't want to put you on the spot. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to just say about this fantastic new series that you're on and why we should watch?
Let me think.
Not like anything you've ever seen before. It's exciting. It's scary. I'm in it.
I don't know. I'm not a.
You're not going to sell it. Okay.
No. And also, making back the couple you want to root for. That's true.
Oh, that's true. Then let me ask you. So after we see, is it 13 episodes? Okay. So let's just last question then. After 13 episodes, what do you think's going to happen?
I have no idea. That's the excitement of working on something like this. I only just saw episode 2 about 30 seconds ago, and we start shooting it in 2 days. So I don't know. I think it's going to be fascinating, not only for us making this, but also for the audience to see what happens between these two characters, Beth and Mick. I personally think, the minute that they get together, the show's over. But you're going to want them to get together every single episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.